And Drummond finishing hard at the hoop.
Our Sage Steele spent a lot of time talking to Victor at practice the other day. Little Indiana connection right there. I told her she was giving too much attention to one player.
Sage here to watch the game. Here's Cousins, fresh off a 91-point game in Eric Bledsoe's charity game. So he's going to be below his summertime average tonight here, PJ.
Look out. Look out, Amir.
The lob. Blake Griffin exploding on the rim. He's got 15. Harrison Barnes and Drummond with an impressive punch at the other end.
Those two young bigs you talked about who played so well for the U.S. in Spain last year, Drummond and Cousins, sending a message. And again, yes, it's an exhibition, but looking directly across from us, Jerry Colangelo, Mike Krzyzewski, they're not going to be sitting at a lot of NBA games this year. They're right there courtside watching.
Taking some mental notes. Oladipo cross court for Barnes. Not sure it was intended for him. Tipped in once again by Andre Drummond. Pistons with Drummond, and they were able to sign Reggie Jackson at point guard this year, and Stan Van Gundy, much better feel for his roster moving forward now. Oladipo with the slam. What do you make of the Pistons in the Eastern Conference this year?
I think they're improved, and I love Stan Van Gundy. He's going to get them to play. They've made a lot of changes. I mean, obviously when you lose a Monroe and some of the guys that have moved on, but I like the changes. They're only going to get better, and not demeaning the Eastern Conference, but you can get better. You can make a significant move in the Eastern Conference. It's very difficult to do that right now in the West.
A whistle and a foul called. 5-point ball game. Funny how these games get close in the dying minutes. With 5:08 to go, the brain trust of USA Basketball with those discerning eyes watching. Andre Drummond with 21 points and 14 rebounds. Cousins taking a breather. And this is how they've been getting it done tonight. 22 years old and still coming along. Back in Las Vegas, fourth quarter, down to a 5-point game with 5:08 to go. As we go courtside to Mark Stein.
Here with Floyd Mayweather, the world's pound-for-pound undisputed champion. We know you love your basketball, but to have a game here in your hometown and watch it, what's that like?
Unbelievable. You know, I'm always behind the red, white, and blue. You know, I represented, this country in the '96 Olympic Games, so it's great, to see all these extraordinary players play. I mean, it's crazy. Normally you see it in the All-Star game, but I'm able to see it today.
Who out here do you enjoy seeing the most? Who is the guy you were looking most forward to seeing?
You can't just choose one particular player. The NBA is stacked with a lot of great players now.
From sitting this close, you can talk to some of the guys. What have you been saying to them?
Just joking with them, telling them, I taught them that. These guys, they're practicing in Las Vegas. So what's great is the players every day are coming to the boxing gym and showing support. So it's a great thing.
You made some headlines recently with your best of all time comment. What's been the reaction to that?
I don't know. I don't really care.
Thanks for the time.
All right, thanks.
Jonesy?
Yeah, he talked about the players coming by the gym. Victor Oladipo actually dropped by the Money Team's gym and watched the champ work out and had a chance to visit with him, and that makes Oladipo well protected, I guess, on the court, right?
The players love to follow him, and if we're in Vegas, we certainly have to have someone like Floyd, because this is the boxing mecca. And again, just as it's interesting, you talk about coming back. It's been 10 straight years now. 1 year missed when there was no competition, but 10 years. The Wynn in Las Vegas have become the home for USA Basketball. And again, this is something the players look forward to coming back here for a lot of reasons. All the things that Las Vegas has to offer.
It's interesting. You talk about the last 10 years as Oladipo knocks down another jump shot. Sustainability, PJ, when you look beyond Coach K, who says that Rio will be his last Olympics, and beyond Jerry Colangelo, what about the sustainability of the model that they have built? Well, and who does it?
Well, I think there's a lot of people in terms of a lot of coaches. Jerry Colangelo is the one. Mike Krzyzewski's done an incredible job, and it's been a partnership. Jerry said when he was talking to us earlier in the game, they're joined at the hip. So, again, it's that relationship. We've seen that, Jonesy, so many times in the NBA. You look at a San Antonio, and it's easy to point to them now, and Golden State followed this year, but San Antonio's done it for a long time because of Peter Holt, R.C. Buford, the general manager, Greg Popovich. You need that relationship. And those two guys, Jerry Colangelo and Mike Krzyzewski, had that type of relationship. It's not just who's going to replace one, who's going to replace both of them collectively.
Yeah, great synergy between the two of them. And lo and behold, we got a one-point ball game, 3 minutes to go. Carter Williams over Fareed that time. Fareed actually blocked his dunk attempt, which led to the free throws.
I think he told him, he said, if this was regular season, Michael Carter, you would not be going through like that. You'd be on your backside.
3 minutes to go here in the fourth quarter. And Plumlee with the slam dunk. And Plumlee telling me that he's got evidence the offseason is too long. He had time to make a rap video. That's when you know he's got too much time on his hands.
I would agree with him. I'm looking forward to watching him play in Portland, though. I think that's a good addition.
Well, folks, the countdown to the college football season is in the home stretch. Jones Sports Center on the road, bringing you a behind-the-scenes look from training camps, live from Alabama and Auburn tomorrow on Sports Center. Floyd yelling at Oladipo, saying, show me something. Oh, there's your show, money team.
Michael Carter Williams is not going to like watching that, and he will be watching that again.
Oh, here we go. It's on now. Carter Williams missed, but a whistle and a foul called. Our mics didn't quite pick it up, but Floyd Mayweather was yelling at Oladipo, who visited him at the gym a couple of days ago, yelling, show me something. And Oladipo put one on the highlight reel.
Money taught him that move. He worked on that move. That's why I was happy to see it in a game. And again, the competitive juice is heating up a little bit now.
Oladipo with 25 points, 9 rebounds, and 5 assists. Carter Williams, the former Rookie of the Year, with a little atonement there, knocking down the free throw. He has 13. You know, the great thing about having these 34 great players in camp is that you learn they can't help themselves. They're competitive.
Hey, we're going to keep score. We're playing, we're going to keep score. Somebody's going to win. But, you know, it's great to see, Jonesy, we see this carried on during the regular season. These guys who are teammates, particularly the ones that go in competitions, go to Spain for a World Cup or go to London for the Olympics, guys who just played against each other in the past, and even though they know each other, they really weren't close. Well, they become close in this situation. And as they get ready for a game, they come out before a game, and you see the guys who are USA teammates over sitting and talking before it starts.
Yeah, they've got a tremendous brotherhood and a bond out of bounds. It'll be white basketball. Time out on the floor with 1:45 to go. You can't spell Oladipo without the O. And he is out there just slaying right now.
ESPN's presentation of USA Basketball is presented by Nike and in part by Cisco.
Welcome back, everyone, to the Thomas & Mack Center 122-128 ball game with 1:45 to go. Their game's doing their talking tonight, and we've got them wired for sound just in case.
Ceiling can't hold up, like the ceiling can't hold up. Oh, that's what you do. That's what you do. That ain't what you do.
DeMarcus Cousins. Some great commentary. DeRozan from the corner. Boy, Andre Drummond is on a mini tramp tonight. Wow.
Andre Drummond has been very impressive. And he looks over to the sideline. Did you see that, Coach? Did you see that, Mr. Colangelo?
Yeah, he and Victor Oladipo have done well for themselves tonight, for what it's worth.
Hey, the message has gone out. Kevin Durant did it years ago. Mason Plumlee did it last year. Forget where you are coming in. You can change people's minds by what you do on the floor.
Fans really digging this Oladipo-Carter Williams matchup. Carter Williams won that time, and back the other way, under a minute to go now. Coming up short, and Cousins with the follow. Remember, it was DeMarcus Cousins that really turned the tide around for USA in that championship game in the FIBA World Cup in Spain. USA was down 15-7. Anthony Davis just picked up his second foul, went to the bench, and Cousins came in, played some great defense, knocked down some buckets, and really changed the beat on the way to the 37-point win.
U.S. was also getting beat up a little bit by the two bigs. That changed immediately when DeMarcus Cousins came in and laid some lumber on both of them.
DeRozan with the 360. There's a highlight for you. It's Blake time. Oh, tried to get the birthday boy a slam on his big day. Oladipo shows him how. Almost. Here's a good way to finish it off.
Or not.
Or not. Count it. Oh. And that's it. This one is cooked, glazed, and sliced, as the white team wins it 134-128 in a high-flying, pyrotechnic, highly entertaining game.
The crowd liked it. A very nice crowd here in Las Vegas tonight. They enjoyed the game.
Kyrie Irving sat this one out, the most outstanding player at last year's inaugural FIBA World Cup. Amir Johnson, Blake Griffin. Andre Drummond had some good numbers tonight. Drummond finished with 27 points and 16 rebounds. And 34 players started the week in camp, and all showed up, wanted to be part of next year and a potential trip to Rio de Janeiro and the Olympic Games as part of USA Basketball. Michael Carter Williams with a nice night tonight. Former NBA Rookie of the Year. Kenneth Faried played on that gold medal team. And we're going to take a short break and come back on the other side and hear from the USA Basketball Brain Trust. Put a cap on a great night of hoops.